In a previous lesson, we discussed how to overcome call reluctance. In this lesson, our focus will be making our business phone calls effective and professional. Telephone skills are not to be taken for granted. Like so many other things in life, there is nothing simple about the masterful use of the telephone as a business tool. At no time and at no other place are listening skills as important as when you're handling a business telephone call. When you're on the phone, you have nothing to go on except a person's voice and what they happen to be saying. With this in mind, it is extremely important that you go into any business telephone conversation knowing the 5 basics. Telephone basic number 1 is attitude. Here's a point that we've already made in other lessons, but it is so important that we'll make it again. Your attitude is paramount. You must project a winning, cooperative, can-do attitude at all times. The key to maintaining a positive attitude is maintaining the perception that every call is an opportunity, not an annoyance. You know you can hear attitudes over the phone. Your customer or prospects can tell if you are smiling, annoyed, happy. Whatever attitude you have is clearly projected over the phone. So put a smile in your voice by putting a smile on your face. Telephone basic number 2 is preparation. Have what you need before you begin. Making your prospecting calls. Have pens, pencils, paper, resource material, computer, anything you're going to need immediately available. When you are making a call, understand your sales objective and leave nothing to chance. Know clearly what you are trying to achieve. Is it a face-to-face appointment to close a sale, to gain permission to send more information? Whatever the objective, you need to have it clearly in your mind before you make the call. Making a sales call with a let's see where it takes us attitude will not consistently take you where you want to go. Getting started is telephone basic number 3. Whether you're placing or receiving a call, the first 10 to 15 seconds sets the tone for the entire conversation. If you've got a system from which you do not deviate, then even the most difficult calls will start off on the right foot and continue smoothly. Always try to include the following 3 elements in the beginning of your call. Your greeting. Your company may mandate how you greet your customers. If not, create a snappy greeting that will set a positive tone. Secondly, clearly identify yourself and your company. Do not mumble or rush through this. Easy to do when you are familiar with the information, but the person on the other end of the phone has to process what they are hearing, so give them time. And lastly, state the objective of your call. In a previous lesson, you learned about how to use a general benefit statement to gain someone's interest. Telephone basic number 4 is to remember to keep it professional. This refers to the fact that as professional salesperson, we have to be capable of conveying a professional presence over the phone. We can't afford to answer the phone with a proper and rehearsed response, only to unintentionally hang up on a customer when trying to transfer them or put them on hold. There are several common events that potentially take place during the course of an average telephone call. Take the time to become proficient at them. We all know people who have worked in a given office situation for years and still don't have any idea of how to transfer or conference a call. Learn the system that you work with so that you give the customer the security of knowing they are dealing with a professional. Telephone basic number 5 is to be aware of lasting impressions. The last thing the person on the other end hears will possibly be the only lasting impression you will leave. Leave a good impression. The end of any call should include a thank you. Show courtesy and appreciation for the person spending their time with you. A final confirmation of the information delivered or action required, and lastly, a friendly goodbye. To apply this information, monitor yourself as you use the telephone today. Which of these basic 5 telephone skills do you need to work on to improve your telephone presence?